Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Good day. How are you today? Hello, Rain. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for joining us. You're the first today, Rain. Hello. Who else is there? Good evening. As you're coming in, guys, please start sharing and inviting your friends also. We have the inspiring Kingdom Fruits today. Nkechi, good evening. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Hello, Idowu. Thank you. And thank you also for sharing. Charles, good evening. Patrick, how are you? Hello, TD. Thank you all for joining. As you're coming in, guys, please start sharing. Please share, and also invite your friends. Thank you for coming and sharing as you're coming in. So today's program is Kingdom Fruits. As you've seen already in the title, if you haven't, it's Kingdom Fruits, guys. If you're joining us for the first time, you are on Dr. Sandei Adelaja's Facebook page. We call him also DSA, which stands for Dr. Sandei Adelaja. You can also find him on YouTube, Sandei Adelaja Official, and also there's a website, blog, which is sandeiadelajablog.com. You find a wealth of information on both platforms that I've given you. YouTube especially, you would find playlist after playlist of great teachings, inspiring teachings, life-changing teachings. So please check them out, both the YouTube and the blog. Hello Patty, Joyce, good evening. Thank you everyone for joining. Hello Favor, how are you? Good evening. Good evening everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hello Gift. Thank you. Please start sharing as well. For those of you that have shared, thank you. Please invite your friends. Hello Evans and Lisa. Okay, we're going to start. Just waiting for a few more people to join. So how is your Thursday? I hope you guys have had a fruitful week. We've had a very good week here in Ukraine. As usual, we always have a brilliant week because we plan our weeks, our days ahead. Also, guys, don't forget the movement against deception in the church. Over the last few weeks, Dr. Sandei has been teaching at 9 p.m. Ukraine time on churches, the prostitution of churches, the abuse of the church and abuse of leaders. So we have now started a movement at the back of those teaching, which is called Movement Against Deception in the Church. You're welcome to join us. You can join us as two functions. The first one as an ambassador and the second one as a committee member. The committee member makes decisions and strategize on the movement going forward. And as an ambassador, you know what an ambassador does. You represent the movement, you support other people who want to join the movement, and you just advocate for the movement. We also have a page on Facebook, which is Movement Against Deception in the Church. Please like the page. And we also have a group. It's a closed group. Join the group. Request to join the group. You will gain approval. It's also titled Movement Against Deception in the Church. So 2 actions for you there: to join the page or by liking the page, and join the group by requesting to join the group. And the last but not the least action is that we have a form, and the form is posted on Dr. Sandei's page. It's also posted on both group and page of Movement Against Deception in the Church. Please complete that form so that we can have your details, your information, so we can communicate with you as and when. We have a meeting that is set for this Saturday, the 1st of July, 2 p.m. Ukraine time and 12 noon UK time. So unless you complete the form and we have your details, we would not be able to invite you to that meeting. The last meeting we had was such an interesting meeting. It was full of information, and it took 4 hours. It was a duration of 4 hours meeting. So we would like you to join us. You know, if we had a 4 hours meeting, there's content in that. So if you want to participate in this and you want to join in the movement and keep quiet no longer, then this is your opportunity to do so. Movement Against Deception in the church. So complete the form. It's posted on all platforms, both the group and page, and on this page as well. So join us. Hello, Pastor Ernest. Hello, Vivian. How are you? Good evening. Thank you all for joining. I hope everyone have invited someone, and not just invite someone, and also share this. Share. Pastor Edwin, you're saying that it's frozen and you can't hear anything. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, but
is that for everybody or just for her?
Is anyone else having the same problem? Frozen and can't hear anything. Yeah? You too? No? You're okay? All right. Okay. Hello, Charles. It might just be a network issue over there. Everything is fine over here. The internet is super excellent, and it's clear. Nothing is happening here, so I don't know what the problem is. I can hear you. Okay, you're me saying I can hear you. Good. Randy is also saying pretty good. It is fine over here. You're me, there. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for the assurance that it's okay. So I would say it's something to do with your network. If you're having an issue with this, you might want to log out and then log back in if that persists. But if not, continue to join us and share. Okay, we're going to go ahead now. All right, I'm going to turn my camera to Dr. Sandey and we will start. Okay.
Hello, everybody. I hope my voice is loud enough for you to hear me. And just want to welcome you again to another meeting, to another of our programs. This is called the Fruits of the Spirit. The Kingdom Fruits. Kingdom Fruits, the fruits of the kingdom, or kingdom fruits. And what this means is that we are profiling to the world what the church is supposed to be like, what the church is supposed to be doing actually. And one of the things that the church is supposed to be doing is raising sons so much that these sons will be released to become deliverers for their various spheres of influence. So since most of the churches are no more doing this, most of the churches are more concerned about keeping people under their wings in the four walls of the church so that they don't dare to leave. And if they leave, they begin to call them by names or declare them to be disloyal or rebel. Whereas, if you hear my members, they will tell you that I personally believe that the dream, that's what I do. My members will confirm this. I always tell people that my dream is to get rid of all my members. That should be the dream of every pastor, because God says to, go and make disciples of all nations. God didn't say to keep members and, then use it as a bragging point that you have many members in the church and just keep them there as slaves. They will never implement their calling or fulfill their purpose if they will only be in the four walls of the church. So that's why the greatest aspiration of any pastor should be to empower his members and release them to their spheres of life and to their spheres of calling. And so that's what we're trying to do here through these kingdom fruits. And we are profiling people who have been able to enter into their calling as sons of the kingdom of God since they started listening to DSA. So this program today is going to be unique and special. The reason for this is because the person we are profiling today is the first local church to be planted from DSA platform. So since, you know, we've had the first wedding, maybe not wedding, but the first relationship has started on DSA platform. So it's like a whole family already. It's like it's a church on its own almost, because we have people who have met each other and they are wedding, and now we have a church, somebody who has entered into his own calling, and we have started the first church, you know, from DSA family. Not we started, but one of our members, one of our brethren, one of our brothers has been able to enter into his own calling. Uchechukwu Amadi from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, is the person we are profiling today. Uchechukwu Amadi is from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and he started listening to me regularly from 2016, like most people, since I started my daily broadcast. Before then, he had heard about me, and but he started listening since he saw me on daily broadcast. But before then, he had been born again for 17 years. Now he's 18 years in the Lord. But Uchechukwu is only 30 years old. 30 years old. So he's a young man. He started the church this year. He says, let me read some of the things he wrote here. My life has been greatly impacted by Dr. Sandei Adelajah. I am mindful of time conversation. So he's talking about his results. So after he started listening to DSA platform, he started being mindful of his time and the time conversation and the time he spends, you know, conversing and talking. So he became mindful of his time. Number two, I am mindful of hard work. That is another result he has noticed in himself. So he doesn't waste time anymore. That's number one. Number two, he's become, he's gotten a new understanding of hard work. And number three, I now know that I have to produce tangible products from my experience with God. So as conversion, that you don't just have experience with God. You don't just have the goosebumps and feelings and just shout and scream. But you need to go beyond that. You need to convert your experiences with God into tangible products. Wow. That is a new generation of Christians right there, because most Christians don't convert anything. So if Uchechukwu is going to be doing that, he's going to definitely have more fruit than a lot of Christians have had. Next lesson he has learned is that I now know that I don't need to be mindful of what people say about me. I only need to be mindful of one thing, the will of my Father who is in heaven, to do his will. So these are the changes that have happened and taken place in the life of Uche. He says, I cannot thank the Lord enough for bringing Dr. Sandei Adelajah my way. My life has been greatly blessed and impacted by the life and ministry of this man of God. His teachings have greatly improved my life and my purpose on the earth. Following Dr. Sandei Adelajah has been a mountain of experience for me. I have learned a lot and I've gained so much knowledge from the wealth of knowledge of this unique servant of God. Now, let's see the fruits that Uchechukwu Amadi has been able to produce in his life. Let's see the fruits he has been able to produce. Number one, apart from the fruits of the Spirit, the fruit of character, the fruits that have happened inside him. Number one, Spirit Life Church. So that is the name of the church. So if you are in Port Harcourt, or you know anybody in Port Harcourt environment, you see now this is the first DSA disciple platform disciple in Nigeria that has started the first church. So it's called Spirit Life Church. In my course of listening to DSA, the Holy Spirit spoke to me on the 8th day of January 2017 to start a church in the city of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I told Dr. Sandei Adelajah about it. He sent me several emails encouraging me and instructing me on what to do as regards this new church. One day during the live broadcast, Pastor Sandei Adelajah's teaching that day gave me the push to go and start the negotiation for the venue of the new church. And this is the way I see, this is one of the things I see myself doing in Nigeria. I would not like to start a church by myself because I'll be too busy doing so many things. But what I see myself doing is actually inspiring everybody that come across me to fulfill their vision and to fulfill their purpose. So I will be discipling all the people that might be called into pastoral ministry. So people who are called to full-time ministry or pastoral ministry, we're going to be helping them. We're going to teach them and give them hints on how to do church, in the 21st century, how to build the new church and how to build, a successful kingdom church rather than church-minded church. Okay. So Uchechukwu is like the pioneer of all that. On the 8th of April 2017, the new church was inaugurated with about 70 people in attendance. Chidinma Mbaegbu also was there, but I've not been seeing Chidinma Mbaegbu since I started this live broadcast again. So I don't know if she's there or she watches later. And then Ben Apute also was there from DSA family. These are DSA family members in the Rivers State environment. Okay. It has been an awesome experience since then. God is blessing our church step by step. Dr. Sandei Adelajah said, little steps taken consistently over a period of time will lead to success. And this is not just in forms of church. This is in everything. This is a life principle. Success is born out of little steps taken consistently over a long period of time. So success is a result of little steps that are consistently taken over a consistent period of time. So he got that right. Little steps taken consistently over a period of time will lead to success. Our teachings in Spirit Life Church has greatly been influenced by the teachings and books of Dr. Sandei Adelajah. After one of Dr. Sandei Adelajah's live broadcasts, the topic he treated that day formed our theme for the month. Throughout that month, our teaching was based on that teaching. In one of our teachings, we addressed the question of who am I? Why am I here to the church? By the way, a lot of people, if you are a pastor here, you have so much materials to teach to your people. You can just take even Bible school, you could even organize Bible schools just on DSA's material. If somebody will say we could organize university just on DSA's material. Yes, who am I? I think that every church needs to go through that book, Who Am I? And the audio version as well, How to Discover Your Calling and Purpose. As a pastor and as a minister, we need to help everybody in our church go through that program and discover who they are, what is their purpose. So the title of our sermon on that Saturday, Sunday, that happened to be that Dr. Sandei Adelajah's birthday was Living a Life of Impact. Lessons to learn from Dr. Sandei Adelajah at 50. In the course of the sermon, I introduced all the books of Pastor Sandei Adelajah to the church. Wow. All this I recorded on my timeline as well. So on Facebook, he transmitted it. We also wore a special shirt with Dr. Sandei Adelajah Golden Jubilee picture. Wow. So they were celebrating with us also in Port Harcourt that day. before the inauguration of Spirit Life Church, I wanted, this one special thing about this platform. People that have been Christians and believers for ages have not been able to do anything with their lives. They have not been able to, realize their vision and potential. And even some pastors and churches don't even release people into their destiny. And people come upon this platform, and within 1 year, they start realizing their vision. They start fulfilling their purpose. So if you are here with us today, I would like to challenge you to go to my YouTube page, Sandei Adelajah Official, and look for the kingdom fruits. You will see a lot of stories, a lot of testimonies that will inspire you. How ordinary people like you came on this platform on Facebook Live, and now they are doing unbelievable stuff for God. They are fulfilling their calling big time. And I want to encourage you, and I want to tell you that, go to the YouTube, Sandei Adelajah Official, follow the series. Don't just listen to those messages randomly. If you do that, it's a big mistake, because you are going to be missing out on a lot of stuff. So what you should do is that you should go, and if you go to the front page, to the home page, everything is so easy there. So go to the home page and follow follow the teachings there. Series by series. Just go series by series, one series after the other. Because if you just listen randomly or just anyhow, you are not going to enjoy. But if you will follow and listen to the 100 series, and then follow and listen to another series, that is the way to go. So follow the series one by one. Of course, the kingdom fruits is different. You can just, that is a whole series on its own. You can just listen to that one on your, at your own convenience. But still, the point is that kingdom fruits will inspire you, but the reason why those people in kingdom fruits were able to bring forth those kind of fruits is only because they have been able to go through the teachings. They have been able to go through all those series that you see there. So follow the series, follow the teachings, follow the series, and you will find it's easy to also be able to accomplish your purpose and be able to do what other people are doing for God. So anyway, so before the inauguration of the Spirit Life Church, Pastor Uchechukwu is here, is saying that the Lord spoke to him that he should do the inaugural service by himself. And he says that from all the years that he has been in ministry and he has been a Christian, that when events are happening, or anniversary, or especially inauguration of a church, that the pastor, the local church pastor, always invites a bigger pastor, a more senior pastor, a more anointed pastor, like a father in the Lord or something like that. But here, God is telling him, no, you do the inaugural service by yourself. You don't need to invite some big men of God to come and bring the anointing and to pull the crowd. Just depend on God. And he said this was strange to him. And even other pastors in town, his colleagues, were asking him, why? You won't invite, who are you inviting? Who's going to be your guest speaker? He said, but I remembered Pastor Sandei Adelajah's teachings. His teachings made me realize that I don't need any pastor to inaugurate the church. I also have a personal relationship with God, just like any other man of God. Beautiful. And that is what matters. So we are breaking away. We are breaking off of those traditions that are holding people down into religion. I inaugurated the church by myself at the end of the day. Pastors were there, but I obeyed the Lord. One pastor even confronted me about it, but that didn't matter to me. If you follow DSA's teaching, you should learn to do things differently. You cannot be normal after following DSA's teaching. Then another thing apart from the church is that he has written his book since he started listening to me last year. The King's Meat versus Vegetables. The King's Meat versus Vegetable. Oh, what a title. That's the name of his book. Maybe you give us a link if Uchechukwu is listening to me right now. Maybe you should provide a link to your book, The King's Meat versus Vegetables. This, or maybe it's not. I think it's not yet published, is it? Okay, it's not yet mass produced yet. It's not yet published. Okay, this is my book that was abandoned, but the day Dr. Adelajah featured Pastor Obi and Kiru Ojimadu, and they spoke about their books, that day I was motivated to finish my own book, which I did. Today I finished the book. I have paid for the ISBN, and the cover was designed by Shigo Nwafo of DSA family, TY and Pastor Nkiro Jimadu and Dr. Sufficient and some members of DSA family also reviewed the book, and I've sent him their endorsement for the book. So he's going to publish the book soon. Dr. Sandei Adelaja's teachings and lifestyle have also given me the push to start writing my second book. Wow. Yeah, people are fulfilling their callings. I have started writing my second book. In conclusion, I want to start a Christian bookstore. Can you believe it? I want to start a Christian bookstore here in Port Harcourt, where Dr. Sandei's books and teachings will be available so that people can learn from this unique man of God and be greatly impacted. Beautiful. I want to thank the Lord for using DSA to impact my life so greatly. I sincerely want to thank my mentor, Dr. Sandei Adelaja, for being a blessing to my life and ministry. My life and ministry has greatly improved thanks to the lifestyle and teachings of this loving man of God. If you want to achieve great feats in life and ministry, please follow Dr. Sandei Adelaja. Your life cannot remain the same. You will learn so much that will help you live a purpose-driven life and fulfill your assignment on the earth. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try to look for Uchechukwu now. Why I'm going to try to get him on Skype. Mayowa will be reading your comments. Here we go. So this is our first church, the first DSA family church start church plant since last year. So thank God, the first church from DSA family.
Okay, there's lots of clap and love from Vivian. Ngozi says, well done, Pastor Amadi. Austin says, glory be to God. MJ also clapping. Bridget is wow and clap. Nkiru, clap, clap, clap. Ngozi, hello DSM family. Okay. Uche is saying that he's here, sir. Omonike, wow, wow, wow. Congratulations, Pastor Amadi. Lots of claps. Joyce clapping and wowing. Tony is saying congratulations to Pastor Uche Amadi. Clap, Pastor Uche. Uche is saying, I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you so much, DSA, for all you are to us. Thank you so much, family, for the word of encouragement. I speak from my heart. DSA have really moved my life forward through his in-depth teachings. He's coming on the phones on Skype soon. Inkiro says, invite all those people. Sometimes it's just a huge waste of money. Yes, that's in agreement with. Yes, that's agree. And then Pastor Edwin says, add Victor, just send your friend request now. Okay. Congratulations to you, Pastor Uche. That's from Ifoma. We have congratulations again from Bridget. Ola Martin says, more grace at Pastor Amadi. Pastor Uche, well done, sir. I got your inaugural invitation but couldn't make it. That's from Pastor Edwin saying that. More grace, Pastor Uche Amadi. You are subscribed. Victor, yes, it's subscribed. Okay, I think this is something else. Success born out of little steps that are consistently taken over a period of time. That's from Anastasia. I think that's Dr. Sunday's quote. Good evening, Mufelala is saying. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. This really is going to be a great one. I look forward to be a part of this. That's from Victor. Like saying that, Victor, send your profile and complete the form as well. The form will be posted onto this page, and it's already on the page. So put your forms in. Okay. Chris is saying excellent. Austin is saying congratulations, Pastor Mo Grace. MJ, congratulations, King Amadi. Hooray from Patty. Congratulations, Pastor Amadi. Again from Ola. Fruits of Pastor Uche Amadi 1, Spirit Life Church. That's written by Anastasia. Thank you for the acknowledgement at Pastor Edwin. That's Anastasia saying that. Good afternoon, son. Blessings, family. Allah is saying. Okay. Wow, King Uche, congratulations. That's from Gift.
Tell him to pick. I don't know. Maybe he could call me because I'm trying to call him.
Okay.
I can't get through.
Uche, can you please
or pick my
answer Dr. Sandey's Skype call, or you
I'm
call
trying
him?
to call him. Yeah.
He's trying to call you right now. I greet you, Daddy, goddaughter, when Anastasia. Okay. Wow. Well done, Uchechukwu. Okay, first local church planted. Nkechi is saying that. Good evening, Pastor. That's from Informa. Okay, these are all greetings. Okay, guys, I'll just give the announcements while
I'm trying to call him, but I'm not getting through.
Okay.
Can you tell him?
Yes. Uche, Dr. Sandey is trying to call you, but it's not getting through to you. So can you either call him? You've got his Skype, and
I'll pick
so that we all pick your own call, Skype call, so that you can connect to continue this kingdom fruit.
He's got to put on the Skype.
Yes, Dr. Sandey is saying that you've got to put on your Skype. Your Skype is not on.
It's on, but it's like a way.
Okay.
He says a way.
Let me try. Let me see.
Maybe you will try him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
Then
to
put it on me, because you don't just make people wait.
All right, Sunday will go back. Okay.
So we have decided to be doing the movement against deception in the church on Saturday. That's going to be our inaugural meeting. So if you have not yet registered for the movement against deception in the church, please find the group, the Facebook group, and the Facebook page. You will see the form there. Go and fill the form, and and then you will get an invitation. But if you don't fill the form, you might not get any invitation. So go fill the form so that we invite you to the meeting on Saturday, because it's going to be a closed meeting. If you really want to change something in your world, and in this world, if you want to follow the message we have been preaching, the plague of silence, and you want to really partner with everybody else and bring about liberty to the people of God, I would like to encourage you to go fill that form and join the movement. Let's liberate the children of God. Let's release the slaves to religion and the slaves of churches. Let's set them free, and let's bring the freedom of God back to God's people. So, so that is where we are. I don't know if Uche is ready, or if you can get him or not. Have you tried to get him?
I'm trying to.
Are you calling him now?
Yeah, I'm calling him.
Okay. So, and then in the next 1.5 hours, we also have our next program. And the next program is, of course, the plague of silence. The plague of silence. And it's going to be hot today, like yesterday, like every day. It's going to be serious. The plague of silence. it's a serious topic, and I heard some very interesting testimonies already about how this particular series on silence has been blessing a lot of people, and a lot of people, especially women, and the message I preached day before yesterday with all kind of with oppression in the family, with women. So yeah.
Is Uche there? I cannot say. It was here saying thank you and everything. I don't know what happened.
So you can't get him too? You tried to call him?
Yes, I've tried calling him on Skype and Messenger.
Yeah, so anyway, we are trying to get Uchechukwu Amadi, because he's the hero today. He's the first one to start a church from DSA family. Or maybe you have his telephone. Maybe we should just use telephone. You don't have his telephone number, right?
His telephone number is showing on Skype, so I can...
You have, no, you could have, what do you call it, WhatsApp, you people use. Okay.
Okay, can I use it?
If you have his number, you could call him. So...
Okay, Nkechi is saying that he said he's not getting your call notification.
Uchechukwu,
I'm calling him, so...
I'm also calling. Let him put it on Skype.
The Skype is showing that it's not even on right now. So, Nkechi, can you please ask him to come?
Uchechukwu.
Yeah, there's another person replying here.
Okay.
Nkechi. Okay. So, what's the plus?
So he has to have his Skype on. It's showing that the Skype here is away from the Skype. That's what it's saying.
So it's plus.
So the mess. That's why it's not getting the ring. The ring. No, it's not going through.
It's not going through here.
So anyway, you know, these messages are producing some very terrific fruits, both messages on the plague of silence and the messages on the prostitution of tithe and offering, messages that we have been preaching, is your church a cult? I heard that a lot of people are being set free. And if you have your own testimonies as well, I would like to hear your testimonies. I would like to hear your stories. If, you know, there have been some, if God has really been ministering to you and you have been touched and you have been blessed by this series that we have heard, that we have been going through since I started again doing these programs from the 5th of June. Let's hear the testimonies. Let's hear what are the changes and what are the progress and the things that have been happening in your life or in the life of your friends. Just write me. My email is pastor@godembassy.org. pastor@godembassy.org. God Embassy is one word. God Embassy. Not God's Embassy, but God Embassy.
Okay, so, Nkechi, I'm just calling him on WhatsApp and he's ringing but not answering.
Let them hear you have to put the telephone, let the camera go your side.
Okay.
And so that you show them the phone ringing, so that they could hear you ring. It's on loudspeaker. And yes.
Thank you, Destiny, for trying to call him. But let the phone be free so that he can answer us. That's him, right? Hello, Uche. Hello. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to give the phone to Dr. Sandei.
It's not loud enough, though.
Yeah, it's not loud. Can you guys hear?
You have microphone? Igor, you have microphone there now? Maybe we could use it. He has a microphone now. Okay. Maybe we should use the microphone.
Okay. Let me just read some comments while this is going on.
Hello, Uche.
Thank you.
Okay, just a minute. We are going to get a microphone so that your voice could be heard by our listeners.
Victor, you said that you need a link.
You need to put a link in the comments for the form. They will put a link for you guys for the movement. You need to put this here? Oh, it's not ready. Yeah. Is it here? We'll put it?
Yeah.
Okay. Phone ready. We should be able to hear. Okay, Uche. Can you, Bayowa, please check if they will hear what Uche will be saying. Hello,
everyone, can you hear?
Okay, Uche, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Can you all hear?
Wait. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, please tell us your testimony, how your life has changed since you came to Meet DSA platform.
Okay, sir. I would like to say that the things I'll be saying here are from my heart. You know, sometimes people don't understand that these things are very real. But what I'm saying here is from my heart. I've been a pastor for years, doing missions, but there are certain things I didn't know until I met Dr. Sandei Adelajah. And my life has greatly been improved. I've learned a lot. You know, at the point I was like, are you sure I've not wasted my years doing the normal things we do in church? But I thank God that at this time in my life I was able to meet with DSA, and I followed him, and my life has been so blessed. So very blessed.
You know what you just said now, there are two things you just said now that I want to emphasize. Number one thing you said is that people, you know, you are talking from your heart right now, just in case people are doubting that these things are not real. That is the normal thing people normally say when it comes to the testimonies that are coming from Kyiv and coming from DSA's platform. People are thinking that, you know, this thing is not real, it's impossible. But it's good that you are saying it, that you are talking for yourself. This is what has happened to you. That is number one. Number two, and that you felt when you started listening to DSA for 1 year, you almost felt as if you had wasted your life before, even though you were pastoring before then. And that's what almost everybody has felt. People, it's like Christians who have been in churches, they have not been able to produce, even for 30 years. People have been in churches for 30 years, they've not been able to produce the result that people are producing here in 1 year. And that's why I'm very happy for you that now you have started producing in 1 year more result than all the 17 years or 18 years you have been a Christian. So tell us again all the, you know, all the things that you will say have happened to you. I will not stop you. You just go ahead and talk and tell all your story.
Okay. You know, especially the area of converting time. You know, listening to this thing, I just realize how much time I've wasted. You know, if I had listened to this, say, like 10 years ago, or from the beginning when I gave my life to Christ, you can imagine how many books I should have written by now. But you know, we go for vigils, we pray, we fast for 21 days, and all the experiences just ends there without converting them to tangible things that people can see. I got so overwhelmed. There's some of the times I listened to DSA, I was like, God, why did I meet this man 10 years ago? So much time. So that is why I am surprised that some young men can just come on Facebook and say things they don't know against DSA. I'm like, they don't know what they're talking about. I am a living testimony. My life has greatly improved. If I want to do a thing, I ask myself, what will gain this thing? You know, I know now that I have to spend like 4 hours in my assignment. Before now, it's not like that. I just do things the way I want to do them. But now I am conscious of my
Yes.
You know, about living your life not according to the norm. So that also influenced me. And when I got it up, I tell you, one pastor confronted me. People were surprised. I didn't believe such a thing could be done, but it was done. It was done. It was done. Chidema was there. Ben was there. Kechipis is also my assistant in the church. She was there. She's the fellow of DSA too. I brought her to the family, and it was beautiful. It was very, very beautiful. And because of DSA's teaching recently too about giving and giving and giving, I looked at our church account. We had some money sitting there in the account. There was not sitting there just like that for nothing. I was like, we have money and people are hungry around us. And I told her that we have to do something. So we went to the bank, took the money, and bought food stuff for people. And the people were so grateful. They were so grateful. But this money would have been lying in the church if we for this teaching. Maybe I would have been saving the money so I can buy a land, maybe we can do this and do that. But I knew that I needed to meet the need of my immediate community.
Mashakalara baka sakalara baka sakalara yandai.
So what is like, it's like an extension. If I am from DSA, I come to say to the church. I'm not saying that I'm not original, but I know of a man that has done and is doing what I want to do. I've seen a man that is going or that has gone where I want to go to. So what do I need to do? It's not to sit down and listen and make my life meaningful. So it has been like that. God has used DSA to influence my life and my church. And I remember on DSA's birthday, that was our sermon. Impact. Lessons to learn from DSA at 50. And it was impactful. I brought up all the books I have about DSA, and it has been so beautiful. They're talking about the book that I wrote. That book has been lying down there. I just left it. But you know, when I saw that day, Pastor Kira and the husband came and talked about how God has helped them with their book, I got energy, strong energy to go back to my book, and I finished it. And because DSA will tell you, I just wrote a new book today, and I just wrote another one. It gave me motivation to go for the second one. I was like, this man is just 50 years old, and I'm sitting on over 300 books. Then what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? So it's not about what DSA says, it's about his lifestyle. DSA's lifestyle is a blessing. It's a blessing. So that's why I'm surprised that some young men will just come to the internet and speak what they don't know against DSA. They don't understand. I'm a living testimony that this man is the man of God, and he has made me to be conscious of my life. He has made me to be conscious of living this earth with proofs, living this earth, putting my name on the signs of time. So I am so very, very grateful of the gift of Dr. Sandei Adelaya, who is to me and to our small church. I am very, very grateful. Right now, in our church, the issue about tithe and offering, I'm so conscious. I'm so conscious that this money is. I even talked to somebody and I told the person, tithe is not meant for the church alone. You can use your tithe to help the orphanages and needy people around you. I said it. Even today, I heard a pastor preaching on the radio, and he was saying that you need to bless your priest so that you can be blessed. You need to bless your priest so you can be blessed. And things like that. And I laugh because I don't know better. I don't know better that you don't need any priest to be blessed.
Yes.
So before now, that's what we will do. You send money to the pastor, and you know you don't something don't have anything, you don't send to the pastor because you believe that prosperity is like to the man of God. Then what about your personal relationship?
Oppression.
Then I also like to talk about love and DSA's humility. I am so overwhelmed. You know, I feel DSA a lot, so I see everything that happens. I saw when
You are a new generation of light. Oh. Tell me what people in your church, what are the changes that is happening to them? What are they saying?
Okay, just like now, I'm talking. I know one of my church members is online. She can also testify to what I'm saying. You know, our church is purpose driven. It is a church that when you come, it's not like the conventional church. It's a church when you come, you're told about God's plan for your life and how to pursue it. And people have been blessed. You know, till now, we've not raised any money in our church. We've not asked people to give anything in the church. Only the normal offering basket that will go around for the offering. But there's nothing like, I want to do this, give this, want to do that. No. Because some of the Adelajah has done like programs for more than 1 year. And he has not finished something that bad giving to support the live broadcast.
New generation of Christians, new generation of pastors. Wow.
I know over here in Port Harcourt, we have lots of men of God. But you know, a lot of them do not really care about the flux under them as regards their well-being and how they're doing. But I don't know how to explain this, but I feel so attached to the things that DSA say. I feel so attached to them. And if I'm not doing them, it's as if I'm not doing the right thing. So because I ask myself, what do DSA do? If it's the one now, what is it going to do? And it influences our day-to-day activities in the church. And people are really, really blessed.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to put off the Facebook live. You have to put off your volume if you don't mind.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you will only be hearing me from the telephone, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Maybe, okay, if you cannot write down, don't worry. You go and listen again.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Number one, what would DSA do? What will I do if I'm starting that church there in Port Harcourt? What will I do? Number one, I am going to make a list of all the problems in the city. I'm going to ask God, maybe I will go and do solitude for 2 weeks. Then when I come out of in the solitude, I'll be asking God one question only. Show me what are the needs of this city that you want to be met. So I'm going to make a list of all the problems in that city. And I'm going to begin to address them. And I'm going to preach to my members to adopt one problem or two problems, any one of them, that we are going to be solving those problems for God. We are going to be doing what God would have done in that city. We are going to be doing what Jesus would have done in that city. We are going to become the eyes of Jesus to see the problems. We are going to become the hands of Jesus to touch the people in need. We are going to become the feet of Jesus to go to places where the needy and the destitute and the desperate are. We are going to become the voice and the mouth of Jesus to speak the word of comfort, to speak the word of healing, to speak the word of deliverance, and to speak the word of elevation to the people in that city and in that country. That is going to be the first thing I would do if DSA was to start that church in Port Harcourt. The second thing that I was going to do, if I am the one doing the church there, pastoring that church, the second thing I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that nothing less than 80% offering and tithe and the money that is coming in is being used to meet the needs of the people. It doesn't matter even if the people are members of other churches, or they are unbelievers, or they are Muslims, and all those needs that God has shown us. Maybe there are people going hungry in the city. We will say nobody will go hungry. Come and eat here. So instead of using 80%, what most churches do is that 80% of their tithe and offering, they are using it to pay bills, to pay for the building, to pay for the electricity, to pay for a generator and things like that. But if I were you, I will use 80%, up to 80% of the money that is coming to the church to take care of the needs of the people that I'm seeing around me. So you will not need to worry about growth when you begin to do this thing I'm telling you. You will not need to worry about growth. You will not need to struggle about growth. Growth will be happening by itself. The title of this something is Uchechukwu Amadi, First DSA Family Church, Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Number 3, what will DSA do? I will spend a lot of time to train members of the church. And you know, not all the members will be active immediately, but at least I only need maybe 5 to 10 of them to be active. If you have 5 or 10 of them who are active, I will teach them and they to have passion for the needs that we have underlined, or maybe they themselves will see some needs that they have passion for. So I will teach them how to own and how to adopt the problems of the city and of the people, so that they will now focus on that. They will be working. They will be going to work to make money so that they will meet the needs of those people. Soon, it is not the church that will be working. It is not the church money that will be used to meet the needs of those people anymore. It will be the money of the people who have burden for that place, who will be making their own money, their tithe, their offering, and other money they have to use it to meet the needs of the area of passion and the sphere of influence, the sphere of life that God has called them to. Number 5, I don't know. The next point, you have to also spend a lot of time to teach. Maybe you don't even need to spend a lot of time to teach them again, because I've already done the teaching. Maybe at least give them the assignment to listen to the teachings on purpose and calling. Because if they don't have the teachings because of the data, and Nigeria is expensive to get data, get in touch with other Nigerians who have downloaded. There are a lot of Nigerians who have downloaded all these messages. Like in that same Port Harcourt where you are now, there is the Tiger. Tiger, dear friend, Tiger. I don't know if you know him or not. Yes, he has the CD. He has a CD with all those teachings. He can give you people for free. And not just Tiger. I think even maybe Shioma also might have it. And I think maybe Pastor Edwin also might have a lot of teachings downloaded. But especially on the calling and purpose, they must have those. So just put them in disc or CD and let your people make sure that every one of them, get to know their calling. At least 80% of the church get to know their calling and their purpose. Then you have to only teach them how to be dedicated to it. And to be dedicated to it, they only need to listen to the Kingdom series. If they listen to the Kingdom series, they will know how to dedicate themselves to their calling and how to fulfill it. The next point. Make sure that you don't just teach or preach in church any topic that comes to your mind. All the teachings that you are doing must be focused, one, on helping the people to feel the love of God. To feel the love of God's touch. Secondly, you must make sure that you are helping the people to elevate their problems and their sorrows. Number 3, you must give them direction so that everybody who leaves church on Sunday knows he is going now to fulfill, to go to his own promised land. Not just to go to a job, not just to go and survive and wait till next Sunday. You must be giving people instruction and reminding them that they have a word out there where they are supposed to bring the value system, the values of the kingdom of God to, the lifestyle of the kingdom of God to, on daily basis. That their whole life is not just about their family, their whole life is not just about their job, their whole life is not just about, you know, pleasure, but their life is about what God has called them to do in this world. And they must touch their calling at least 4-6 hours a day. And everybody must live like that. So you help them, at least 50%, 80% of the members of the church to live like that. Next point. Don't hold people in the church, in the four walls of the church. Don't make people to think that by staying in the four walls of the church that they are serving God, that is the way to serve God. They must know that, no, the way to serve God is to go out of the four walls of the church, and that everybody must serve God in their own promised land. Next point. Encourage your people to be addicted as much as possible to the DSA teachings. And for you personally, I want to give you a word of encouragement. Don't be ever afraid of being controversial. Don't be afraid of controversy. Don't be afraid of being misunderstood. You must be radical enough to please God at any cost. It doesn't matter what the cost may be. You must be ready to go all the way. To do everything. Your priority must always be to please God above all. God bless you. I have a call right now coming in from America. I have to go, but Mayowa will keep on talking to you.
Thank you. Hello, Uche. How are you? Well, it's a pleasure that, congratulations, I should say, for your kingdom fruits. Really impressed with that. And I'm sure lots of people are also inspired. The last thing that Dr. Sandei mentioned just now, which is not to be afraid of being controversial and radical and do everything to please God. In Nigeria, I just want your take on that. Share that with people on this last point before we go. I said the last point that Dr. Sandei mentioned just now, that you shouldn't be afraid to be controversial and go out all for God. To be controversial, to be misunderstood. How are you going to handle that in Nigeria and the community that you're in?
You know, you want to do something for your life, for your life, for your life. If I just go to the pastor, he will tell you, oh, my daughter, I'll pray about it. And also when the pastor says this is what you will take, even when you don't go, but the girl came to me, she came crying to me, she was frustrated by her church. She was so frustrated because she wanted to leave the church. I told her frustrated. The pastor had to put her on suspension. And he's a big bishop in Port Harcourt, a big bishop. The pastor had to put her on suspension so that she will not leave the church because in Nigeria, if you're on suspension, then you have to serve the suspension before you go somewhere else. It's as if there's a cost on you, so you must serve suspension because we off before you leave. So she was there in suspension because she wanted to leave. She was frustrated. When she came to me and I encouraged her, and she left that particular church. And today she's happy.
Wow.
If you see her go, she's happy. It was she was in so much pressure. She's happy, she's excited, she loves God, she's serving God for herself. And her life is very impactful. But a bishop suspended her because he didn't want her to leave the church. But now she has a new life. So there are a lot of business going on in Port Harcourt City, which by the time we start saying these things, I know that a lot of people will be liberated, who will also come and join us. Yes, and also, I want to add this. In Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt is a blessed city where there's so much money. So sometimes when you're doing the right thing as a pastor, some other pastors will use church offering and send assassins to kill you. I must say what I don't know.
I don't understand that. They use church offering.
They're not saying that pastors will call for assassins to kill you. Now, where will they bring the money to pay the assassins? Except from the church offering.
Wow.
From the church offering, they will take money, pay for assassins to go and kill that particular pastor that is saying something against them. Not against them per se. When you start saying the truth and people are being liberated, they want to kill you
Wow.
with assassins. So, but we are not afraid.
That's it.
We're not afraid because God is with us and He wants us to say these things.
Yes. Well, it's interesting that you point that out. Guys, Pastor Uche just said that in Nigeria, especially in Port Harcourt City, if you didn't hear that if you're doing well and you're preaching the truth and you're saying the right things, the pastors would take the money from the offering or whatever they take the money from to send assassins to kill the person that is telling the truth. And this has been something that he knows that has been happening in Port Harcourt. But he is not afraid, and he's not perturbed about it. He's still going to do what God has sent him to do. So, which is really bold and impressive, and I actually absolutely expect that. I didn't expect anything less from Pastor Uche, following being a disciple of Dr. Sandei Adelaja. Also, I also want to ask about what would you, this is the usual question we ask at the end. What advice would you give to other people that are in this position? The lady that you told her story about the church, I mean, that story is probably a common story in Nigeria, in Africa generally. But for me, if you want to do something, you do it, you just leave, you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. But I know that, it's a different ball game in Nigeria and in other parts of the world. So my question really is that what advice would you give to other people that are in your position or are in Nigeria about the teachings of Dr. Sandei or about connecting with Dr. Sandei? Are you there, Pastor Uche?
The line is breaking, but I can hear you now.
Yes, I said that. What advice would you give to other people about the teachings of Dr. Sandei and about connecting with Dr. Sandei in general?
Okay. Yeah, one thing that I also want to do, when I set up that bookshop, I intend also from time to time send out invitations to people to come watch DSA in the bookshop, not in the church, so that they won't say you're bringing them to a church. In the bookshop,
Okay.
Use the projector and make them watch the live broadcast.
Okay.
And watch it together as a group and make comments. So all I need to do now is that some of
Brilliant. Wow, wow, those are brilliant ideas. I'm curious, how, I know you've been a Christian for 18 years now. So what's going on with your previous church and the pastor? I'm just curious about that. Because you mentioned what's happening when somebody wanted to leave the church, being suspended. Did you encounter any challenges?
No, I did not encounter that because because I've been victim before, so I knew how to do my thing. Because back then in the church, I had that challenge. I was trying to leave my church to join the missionary group where I could reach out to more souls in rural settings, and my pastor was against me. And you know, he will ask me to stand up in church, and in the crowd, he will say some nasty things about me. I was broken. One of the days he shouted at me, and you know, because I was trying to do something new, I was trying to join the missions group where I can reach out to more souls in the rural setting. So having learned that, this time around, I was very careful. What I did was that for so many years, I didn't involve myself in some departments in my church. I was just focused on the missions. I was going about organizing crusades because I know if I join a department and I want to leave, there may be one or two problems. And my church actually approached me to become one of the pastors in the church. So, but when I asked the Lord, he said, no, don't be pastor of this church, continue with the missions. So if I had accepted that invitation to be pastor in that church, it would have been terrible to me for that context. Because I was wise from what happened to me the first time. I didn't belong to some of those groups. They came to me and said, no, I'm just doing missions, so I continue with my missionary activities. So it was easy for me to pull out from missions to start this church.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, this is where something bad that previously happened has been of benefit to you to be good. So I remember when Dr. Sandei would tell us that both bad and good are good for us. You know, so this is your previous bad that's now helped you to achieve good. So well done. So guys, Uche, is there anything else you want to say to DSA family or to anyone before we round up?
Okay, I would like to say this.
Pastor Uche?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to say this, that please, these things we are saying, they are from our hearts. We're not trying to hypnotize anybody or trying to praise DSA. We are living testimonies that our lives have been touched. I don't know how to express it, but I know who I used to be. I know where I was until I met Sandei Adelaja. And I know how my life has been blessed. So I want to encourage our family. We're in the right family. We are in the right family. And just make sure that don't allow anybody discourage you through any means, Facebook, what they are writing and saying. So leave this family. God has a purpose. If you can follow this family, I tell you the truth, you will get to your destiny. For me, I started a church in Port Harcourt. I finished my Facebook. I went to the second one.
Wow.
It was just because I joined this family. That's why I got that push. So please, just stay and you will be blessed.
Amen. Wow, wow, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Pastor Uche. They're clapping here. The people clapping here. Thank you, thank you.
I'm grateful to DSA. I'm grateful to the team. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful.
Thank you for your inspiration.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to hang up now. I'm just going to read some comments. So you can go back to Facebook now. I'll finish by reading comments. Okay. Hello, everyone. Wow, that was really inspiring from Pastor Uche. So let me read some of your comments. Thank you, Pastor Amadi. That's from Ola. They're saying, more grace to you at Pastor Uche. Ojo Pelumi says, true. Joyce is saying, it's shocking. I think this is about the pastor sending assassins to other pastors that are telling the truth. Yes, it is shocking. Joyce again says, pastor using the offering to pay assassins to kill other pastors or members. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not even surprised. It might not get that. Victor is saying assassin. It might not get that. Charles is saying, really? Assassination of pastors by other pastors? No, you heard it here. Okay, Pelumi, I hope you did get better sound in the end. You can watch this again, it would improve. Doris says, my beloved sister Tina, good to see you, really missed you. Okay, that's Doris sending a personal message. Thank you. More grace to you, Pastor Amadi. That's Omonike saying that. I'm always inspired. I can't wait for Pastor's homecoming because he is highly... I can't read the rest, Jomani or Doris. I can't read the rest of the comments. But I'm sure that everyone else can see. Well done, Pastor Amadi. More grace to you. That's from Joyce. Ifoma is saying, congratulations, Pastor Uche. And we're clapping. Ola is saying, encourage the people to be adapted to DSA teachings. Okay, thank you, Ola. That's really nice of you to write the points down for Pastor Uche. So that's really good. Thank you very much, Ola. That's the sixth one. Tina is saying, wow. Walumi also is saying, wow. Help the people feel the love of God. Get deliberated to stand firm on the love. That's again from Doris. Is giving, I think that's one of the points that DSA gave. Number 5, don't hold people in the four walls of the church. Thanks again, Ola. Number 4, all teachings help people to feel the love of God. Instructions to touch their calling. Instruct them to touch their calling. Okay. Thank you very much. Most pastors are self-centered and care less about their flocks. They do not have, I can't read the rest. I think it's because I pinged this thing up. Doris is saying, Pastor Amadi, my family are in Port Harcourt. They will start coming to your church. Woohoo, Doris, well done. That's brilliant. Okay, get in touch with Pastor Uchechukwu Amadi. He's on Facebook, so just type in his name in search and you will find him. So you can write a personal message to him, Doris. Thank you for that support. Ola is written number 2. Make sure nothing less than 80% of the money coming in to meet the needs of other people in the community. Tola is okay. It's just joined. Okay, guys. Inkechi says we'll assist him. And number 1, make a list of the problems or needs of the city and begin to address them. Thank you very much, Ola. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. When I say guys, I kind of feel guilty because the ladies here as well, but you understand that guys is just a common word that is used. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, children, whoever is there. Thank you all for watching us. We appreciate it. Don't forget the movement against deception in the church. I've put the form up. Please complete the form so that you can join us for the meeting on Saturday, the 1st of July, which is this Saturday in a couple of days. We're having a meeting 2 p.m. Ukraine time and 12 noon UK time. Please feel free to join us. I'll send the the joining details to everyone, only the people that have the emails and I have the correct email. If I don't have that information, I cannot invite you. And the only way to give me that information is for you to complete the form online. The form is in the page group, which is Movement Against Deception in the Church, and it's also on the page itself, which is Movement Against Deception in the Church. Very easy, you will not forget it. We're not giving it different names so that you wouldn't be confused with the name. So the both group and page is Movement Against Deception in the Church. So complete that form with your contact details, especially your email, and I'll be able to invite you to the meeting. We're expecting a lot of people in the meeting. The initial meeting we had, which was last Friday midnight, it ended at 4 a.m. in the morning. So you will not believe some of the things that we heard. If you haven't seen the video, go to the closed group, ask for approval, and we would approve you to go and see the video on the last meeting that we did. It was just something else. You really need to see it and listen to some of the things that were shared about deception in the church. We'll be back in 38 minutes, where Dr. Sandei will continue with his teaching, on the plague of silence, So guys, join us for this. This is really teaching me a lot of things, even though I do talk, but I think that I still keep quiet on the important things. And this is addressing this in my life is like a really life-changing event right now, where the plague of silence and keeping silence on really important things that really could change life and even change my own life, and be true to myself and be true to God. So this is a really important teaching, just as important as the prostitutions of tithes of offering. And guys, if anybody is joining us for the first time, please don't forget you have YouTube, which is Sandey Adelajah Official. You can go on YouTube, Sandey Adelajah Official. All the teachings and playlists are on there, and they're free of charge. So check them out. And also there's a blog, which is sundayadelajablog.com. Go on there as well. You'll find a wealth of information, articles on there. If you prefer to read, that's the place for you to go. Or if you just want to listen to audios, also that's the place for you to go. If you want to watch videos and see what's going on, then you go to YouTube. That's the best place for you to go. And of course, you're already on this page where you're watching me, Dr. Sandey Adelajah's page. We have quite a number of other groups and pages that you can join. Just add DSA, you will see a list of pages, DSA notes, DSA family chat, DSA live, quite a few number of DSA groups, so you can also join them to get information. But for the movement against deception in the church, there's a specific form, pages, and group that you need to join. Movement against deception in the church. We'll see you in now 35 minutes. Thank you for joining. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.